America and why America was important. So with the rising taxes that we have now from all directions, and people fleeing Morris County because they can no longer afford to live here, or work here, or have their business here, I thought it was about time someone with a business background got in the game and tried to create a strategic plan for Morris County. That, in essence, doing the budget cuts that we're doing and the nominal changes in services that we're trying to make aren't going to be significant enough to get us back on track. That what we really need to do is fix our top-line growth. We need to bring revenue back to Morris County and jobs right with it. Woo!
Yeah.
The focus of my campaign is to build that kind of strategic vision for Morris County, developing an economic plan that's balanced together against our environmental goals and the requirements for our residents. I know that we have to take now a holistic approach to redoing our services. We can't just do the same services. We haven't looked at those services for about 30 years. And now it's about time, and with the 2.5% property tax that we're facing, we're going to take some pretty hard cuts, whether we like it or not. Now it's a good time and a great moment in time to relook at everything the county calls its business. Because from 40 years ago to now, we have so many different ways of providing those services. So is it outsourcing? Is it privatization? How can we meet the needs of our residents the way they need to be met? And that's the second thing I'm going to try to do. And the last is take advantage of our new administration. In fact, that Chris Christie is now finally open. He's here. He's open to bringing business back, to taking down regulations and the permitting that is strangling our businesses. We need to go and aggressively take advantage and seize this moment. But in order to do that, we need our plan in place so we can go with one articulate voice to Trenton and tell them what we need to do, how we need it done, and bring our own innovative ideas to creating solutions for other counties. And I think if we do those three things, Morris County will be the community we want it to be for us now, and we'll be stewards for it in the future for our children. So those are the three things, and those are the reasons I am choosing to run. And it's been an interesting journey, even since February. I have met amazing people in the county. I've met interesting people all over the county. In Rockaway last night, certainly. But there are 11 of us. There are 11 challengers, well, 3 incumbents and 8 challengers in this race this year. So if we didn't think we needed change, you just have to look at that field and say, people are interested, people do want change, and people want to get involved. And honestly, I don't care who it is, the fact that people want to get involved is the best news we could possibly have. So for me, the challenge is really just getting my name out there, getting recognized. We have an uphill battle as far as that's concerned because, of course, I've spent my life in the private sector. So I know you've come out tonight and I've asked you to do a lot. I'm going to ask you to do one more thing, and that's spread the word. If you agree with me that what we really need to do to solve Morris County problems is to get a strategic plan for ourselves, take care of ourselves, and grow our top line, then we need to get that word out, and I need your help. So with 4 or 5 weeks to go, how many we have? 4.5 weeks to June 8th. I'd love to have your commitment to do that in any way, shape, or form that we can. It's going to be an interesting next 4 weeks. But I do want to thank you for coming tonight. Before I sign off, and no, I'm not going to entertain any questions by you. But if there are any questions, I'm glad to have one. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the famous Leanna Brown. Before distinguished Steve, I was now going to Christie's swearing in at the Marriott. How many of you have been down in Trenton at the Marriott? Anyway, to make a long story short, I fell. And I now have a titanium plate and a bruised lip, and I was lucky not to have a concussion. So let's have a big cheer for all of us that are here tonight who are still alive. Okay?
Yeah. Township Dog Cleaning Committee, and then the Mendon Township Board of Adjustment, and then the Mendon Township Committee, and then maybe I will give you my husband's answer because he was at Christina was very, very important. My husband's part of this AT&T group. But anyway, my husband said, I think we're so fortunate that she's not running for Congress. But at any rate, what is your reply to this part?
I like your husband's reply. The reason I'm not running is, first of all, I don't think I should get anywhere near the ballot with what's going on with Mendon. But honestly, between the people running and the people not moving off the committee, really, I'd never make it in this generation. I have to will it to my son. But I thought about what my talents I could bring to the county, and they're certainly not singing and dancing and painting, but business planning and execution in a collaborative space. I felt that the best alignment for my skills and the needs that were present in New Jersey were at the county level, and that what was going on in the town was being well handled by the 18 million people in the town fighting for those spots, but that I truly had a passion for what I've just spoken about, and that's best achieved at the county level, and that my business background, in fact, matched the ability